Good morning, people. How are you doing out there? It's Tuesday morning. It's one of my favourite days today. We're getting to do deep stretches to feel some good relief in the lower back, hips and legs. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Lisa. Good morning. I am a health confidence coach. That's my little cat that's making her way down there. That's Moni. Onyx. Perfect. So yes, so this morning what I'm doing is I am here to teach how you can have a better day and feel less pain through doing some stretches. If you've been with me for the last few weeks, we've been doing dedicated days, we've been doing mobilisation sessions for the full body. That generally happens on a Monday. Today is about deep stretches so that we can actually get to the source of the pain, and generally this is felt around the hips, bum and legs. So we're definitely doing that today. It's one of my favourite days because hips and lower back is probably a pain that most of us suffer with, and especially now that this whole lockdown thing has happened, some of you are moving into even tighter tiers, means that we're moving a lot less than normal, and literally most of us are sitting on the sofa from the moment we get up, really, working on the sofa, then sitting on that sofa for the rest of the evening. So I think that's literally the whole day, sat down in one position. And yeah, we have to do that because we have to work from home and you might not have the best desk set up, but living life in this way is literally opening you up to a world of pain that you don't need to suffer with. And we can help ourselves out massively just by doing a little bit of mobilisation. So, as I said, today's all about those sore hips, sore lower back, and even the sciatic pain that runs down the leg. It's one of my favourite days to do, and it's one of my favourites because I really feel the effectiveness of these stretches, and so have a lot of other people who've been doing these hip stretches with me. So yeah, good morning everybody. I'll see you all pop on just as soon as I walk away. So I'm going to say good morning, and we're going to get into a nice deep stretches to feel some relief around the dull achy areas that we get around the hips, the bum, the back and the legs. And it really is caused by being immobile. So if you've as I was just saying, if you've sat down on that sofa all day and it's been a few days that you've been behaving that way, then it's really not a surprise to me that this is it is really giving you some serious feedback. It's due to not moving enough, and whilst you're then sat in this position, what's happening is that we're elongating the hip flexors that we have here, and we're shortening the range of motion that you've got there at the front. They're always sitting like this, and that's where all of that pain comes from. So, are you ready to stretch it out with me? Good morning, good morning. Okay, so whenever I'm doing hips and lower back, I'm always making sure that I'm hitting, sorry, I was just having a little look at my cat there. I'm always making sure that I'm hitting a whole area of things. So sometimes we can feel like our hips are massively hurting, but we can help the hips out by helping the bum out, by helping the back out, by helping the legs out. So we're generally going to do all of them to help everything. So if you're feeling just pain just up the leg, well yeah, a hamstring stretch is going to help, but all of those other movements are also going to help it out a lot as well. Shall we do it? Nice. I'm going to be focusing on the leg, the back and the hip. So let's get started. We're going to engage 5 steps to perfect form. If you don't know what 5 steps to perfect form are, don't worry. I'm going to run you through it right now. But if you do want a longer explanation on your 5 steps, just let me know and I will link you that video underneath. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to anchor our heels into the floor. We do that by pressing and screwing them in. We're going to engage our bum, we're going to engage our core, we're going to open up our chest and shoulders, and then we're just going to make sure that that rib cage is over the belly button. Those 5 steps make perfect form all the time. With that in mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands on my legs, and I'm going to start to stick my bum out, and I'm going to keep my shoulders back, I'm going to see how far I can reach down without compromising that position. Nice. Now I want you to squeeze your bum and push your heels into the floor. You can start to feel a nice stretch up the back of the legs there. Now if your legs are starting to bend in, you may want to shorten how far you can reach down, because when we're trying to reach down, if you don't have enough range of motion to keep these legs still, you're not going to be doing a stretch anymore. You're just going to be moving into a new move. So good. Nice. Now what I want you to do, we've got our anchors plugged in and we've got our bum pressed on. We're feeling a good little stretch all the way up the back of the legs there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to gently pulse the bum. The bum is pulsing, and that's what's making this movement happen. I'm going to do 10 of them. 10. After that, I'm just going to do a little reach down, see if I can go down any further. I'm going to squeeze my anchors of my bum. Nice. Reach down a little bit more. I'm going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then again, I'm going to go back through those gentle bounces. You're going to start to feel that gets a lot more intense. And you might be surprised that through every little bounces you actually do get a little bit more reach to get down to the floor. And that's because these little bounces actually help the encouragement of the range of motion. So we're just going to do 10 more bounces there. I'm going to hold it down for another 10 seconds. Look at the difference that I had. I was started up here actually, to be fair, my knees could be a little bit straighter, couldn't they? There you go. No, but still, good depth there. Perfect. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze my bum, I'm going to come up and I'm going to stand up, and then I'm going to widen out my legs. Nice. Now I want us to do exactly the same thing that we did before, but we've got slightly wider legs this time, just a little bit wider than the hips. But we're going to do exactly the same movement. So we've got good anchors, good bum, good core, chest and shoulders. We've got rib cage over belly button. We're going to start to reach down. Nice. We're going to plug our anchors into the floor. Start to do those little pulses, and you notice now that we've gone out to the side, that stretch has changed position as well. You should feel this more up on the outside of the legs now. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We've done our 10 pulses, so we're going to have a little reach down without bending the legs. Nice. Hold it for 10. Perfect. Go back through those bounces again. Nice. 9, 10. Squeeze it, hold it, reach down if you can. Getting those legs nice and straight. Love it. So I think we've got to do one more here. So nice, 10 little pulses. Perfect. Now I want you to squeeze and drive. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. We're going to bring that up. Well done, well done, well done. So you would have felt that massively up the back of the legs, a little bit up the side of the legs. It really addresses the sciatic pain that a lot of people report. That's that throbbing pain that goes all the way down the legs. So what we're going to do now is, if you need a wall for this, you just have a little shimmy over to the wall. And we're going to do some little leg swings. So what we're going to do here is a good anchor on this. If you don't have a wall, it's okay, just going to need to have a good bit of balance. All good. Which is why it's generally easier to hold on to a wall, because then you don't have to worry about it. So we're going to anchor one heel into the floor. We're going to start over here. We're going to kick it out with the bum cheek, and then it's going to come back in. We're kicking it out with the bum cheek. I'm not forcing it. We're going to do 10, 6, 7. Sometimes people feel little clicks here. 9, 10. Perfection. And then we're going to do fronts back as well. So you're going to do a nice little kick up and let it back. 2, nice. I've nearly lost my sock there. 4, perfect. And also notice that how holding on to a wall means that I kind of stay still instead of getting really involved with the movement and messing up the range of motion. You want to stay still. Let me just put my sock back on. And we're going to change over. We're going to do that again. So we're going to hold on to, I'm going to have a little shimmy over here. And then we're going to do those little leg kicks over. Perfect. When you use your bum to do this, nice. 8, 9, 10, perfect. And then we're going to do that one as well. 2, yes. 3, nice. This is really cool. This is a really nice one to do, especially if you have been sat in that stationary position for too long, because it gently helps you shake away the soreness without you actually having to do too much. So that's perfect. When we're done there, we've done a little bit of hips, we've done a little bit of focus on that sciatic stretch. So we're going to come down onto the floor now, and I'm going to get us to come into a nice tabletop. Yeah, I love it. Perfect. When we do a tabletop, what I want you to do is have your knees about the same width as your hands, and then you're going to anchor your hands into the floor by pressing and screwing them in. I want you to squeeze your bum so that you can help your legs stabilise. And then from there, we're going to get one knee, and we're going to draw a circle. And then you're just going to put it back in. You're going to draw it up, stick it out, and bring it back in. You can also, I think some people like to do triangles, so point, point, bring it in. But we really don't care about triangles or circles. We care about hitting that range of motion. It doesn't matter if your range of motion isn't that much. It just matters that we're moving it. So we're going to do 10 on one side. And you got it. We're changing over to do 10 again over there. Notice that if you start wobbling around a lot here, focus on pushing your ankles, your palms into the floor, and squeezing your bum to help your knees stabilise. And we've done 10 over there. Love it. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to put our hips into our hands and give it a nice little bum squeeze. And also make sure that your hands are anchored and that your neck isn't sunken in. You know it, well done. We're going to hold this here for a little minute. We're going to do a good bum squeeze, hips down to the floor. Nice. And then I'm going to get you to have a little lay down on the floor. Nice. Okay, this one's one that you will feel. What I've got is one hand on the floor. I'm going to reach behind and I'm going to grab my foot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to press that bum cheek massively into the floor. You're going to feel this on the front of the thigh. It's going to feel like a massive quad stretch, but actually this is a hip stretch. And if you have trouble going down to grab your toe, you can grab your foot if you need to, it doesn't matter. Squeeze that bum all the way into the floor. And if you still have trouble grabbing your foot, you can actually do this with a towel as well. You could loop a towel around there so that you can hold it and pull it in closer to you. So I've just changed legs there. Yeah, nice, perfect. Also, when you do this stretch, the closer your knees are together, the more intense the stretch is. So once you start getting over the pain of it, start thinking about, can I put my knees closer together? Nice, massively squeezing the bum into the floor. Nice, perfect. From here we're going to come back into our tabletop. We should already start to be feeling a lot more open and a lot more free to move around the legs area. So we're going to go in for one of my favourite stretches, which is a good old pigeon stretch. We're going to give it that tabletop. We're going to bring one knee up. We're going to stick one foot out. Oh, we're going to use those anchors to press us down on top of that leg. You're going to feel this in the bum and in the hips. It's a nice stretch. Perfect. We're going to breathe and hold it. Love it, well done. How are we getting on over there? You're having a good time? You're having a good time with my stretches? I hope you're feeling it. The deep stretch is definitely one that you definitely get a lot of feedback from, but that is always a very effective stretching session. So if you do have the sore hips, the sore back, the sciatic pain, and you're sitting there and watching me, just start getting involved. Just start doing the movements, because you will feel better for it. I changed my legs there, if you didn't see me doing that. So if you didn't, now is a good time for you to change over. Well done. Perfect. Little bum squeeze. We're doing a great job. We're about to have a little rollover so that we can do our hammies. Nice. What we're going to do here is have a little lay down on the floor. We're going to try and get those shoulders on the floor. We're going to leave one leg on the floor and we're going to pick one leg up. Now if you want to, you can use a towel to help you grab this or keep it into you. You can also hook one around the toes so that you can help you get to a better hamstring stretch. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to use my hands. What we're going to do here is put them shoulders on the floor. We're going to go through some big circles with the ankles. I just love to put ankle rotations in when we're doing this stretch. You will feel this in your ankles and your calves, and again it helps. Nice. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start to do a very gentle bounce of encouragement. Then what I want you to do is straighten this leg. I want you to flex that toe down to your face, and you're going to hold it where it hurts. Nice. Hold it, grin and bear it. Perfect. Thank you to everybody that is on. I can't see who you are, but I can see that people are here and that they're writing. So very good morning to you. Please do send any questions or comments. Write them right now. And I will get to them in just a moment. So I'm just going to change my legs over now. Put one leg on the floor. I'm going to put my shoulders back on the floor as well. One common thing that I see is that people love to reach up there. And then you're starting to put this, making it more of a core exercise, and you may start to feel a bit of a straining pain in the neck. So we're going to put that on the floor. Yeah, we're going to go through those big circles to treat the ankles and the calves. Love it. Nice. We'll do our little bounce of encouragement. Perfect. Finally, you're going to straighten it. You're going to flex that toe down to your face. And you are going to hold it where it hurts. Perfect. Keep it there just for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Well done. Perfect. And literally a little sequence like that. If you've been doing it with me, you would have felt for yourself the difference that you're now feeling around the hip area, lower back, and that old sciatic feedback that we get there as well. So I am coming over to say good morning to you lovely lot who've managed to get up and do this with me today. Morning! How are you all? Let me know if you've been doing these hip stretches with me, especially if you are feeling like you have a bad back. Good morning, good morning. Morning Jenny, little stunner. And I wanted to congratulate you actually. I think you're doing an amazing job with your stuff that you've got going on, so well done. Congratulations. Perfect. Good morning, morning Amanda, morning Phil and Teddy, my little babes. How are we doing out there? Was he doing those stretches? Ask him. Perfect. Teddy's my little nephew, he's a little babe. So, perfect. Good morning, people. I hope you found that useful. If you are doing it or if you have been doing it, please let me know. Even if you don't want to write it here, just send me a little message to say, yeah, actually, I'm finding them really useful. Thanks. That would be great. And if you are finding them useful and you know that they're working for you, hit the little share button, because I'm telling you now that there's a lot of people that are suffering, that love to moan about the aches and pains of daily life, but they probably don't do very much about it. So, yes, give me a little share if you like it. Give me any questions now, guys. If you are watching later and you've got questions, you can pop them on there. Nice. If you're hoping for me to cover a subject or you want me to talk about something, why don't you ask me and I'll probably do it. Nice. If not, I'm going to get out of here now so we can enjoy the rest of our day in a pain-free way. Okay. All right, my little loves, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here. And as I said, if you're watching this later or catching up, please share the thing if it's making a difference to your life. And also, please do get in touch if you've got any questions, even if you think, oh God, she doesn't know me. I don't care. That's actually what I'm here for. Have an amazing day, and I shall see you in the morning. I'm not sure what the topic is tomorrow. It might be postural stretching, but check out my little schedule. It's up there anyway. Have a great day. Goodbye.